as a Pan-African, I can literally see that Ibrahim Traore is making a whole lot of game changing in Africa. Guys, I don't know if I'm the only guy watching the media lately and seeing what Ibrahim Traore is doing. There's no way as a Pan-African I can be able to swoosh. It's just impossible. That young man has done remarkably great and is still doing remarkably great things for Africa. So I will beseech on the Western powers, America and the rest of all those Western countries that have been dominating Africa and stealing the resources from Africa and bringing Africa to another level of neo-colonization. Absolutely. So that young man came into power and look at what he's doing. In the West, they're trying to call him a dictator, just like they called this guy Mohammed Gaddafi a dictator, just because he's standing up for the interests of Africa. So whenever any African leader comes up and he is standing up for the rights of Africa, for the interests of Africa, the Western powers will step up and call him a dictator. I mean, if he is a dictator and he's doing all the positive things that Africa needs, he is a good person to us. Please, they should let him be. All the great leaders of Africa, including Idi Amin of Uganda, he was a great guy. You know, when we were young those days, they'll tell us story of how Idi Amin of Uganda was a bad guy and he was a dictator, he was killing his people. But now we can see the media is showing us different narratives. So you see, every single time someone stands up for the interests of Africa, the Western powers will come and call him a dictator. And they'll use all means possible to eliminate him and make sure that he's not there. And they put someone else that will only serve their interests and be an ass kisser for them. And it's time that as an African, I also say something remarkably on this regard, because it is very, very touching. It is very, very touching. Look at what the guy has just done in just a very short period of time, less than 3 years, most likely. And there are so many leaders that have been in power for 40 over years, 20 over years, and more. And they're not even doing that for Africa. So I want to talk to the Western power using this medium to say, please leave Ibrahim Traore alone. He's doing remarkably well for Africa. We love him. As a Pan-African, I love the gentleman. I love him. You see him going about with just one uniform. He's not rolling on a Rolls Royce. He is not driving the most fancy cars. He's just down to earth to serve and bring Africa to a liberation. The French government have been there for so long, you know, extorting the gold and natural resources from the region and leaving the region very impoverished. Enough is enough. In my opinion, enough is enough. Ibrahim Traore is liked. Ibrahim Traore is loved. Ibrahim Traore is doing what the African people anywhere around the world would say, yes, this is what we expect from our leader. Okay, so I don't want anyone going near that region to, you know, destabilize the region with a military force, or going around the region and saying Ibrahim Traore is a dictator. He's a, you know, yeah, we love this kind of detectives that are doing the right things for Africa. Okay, because, you know, when we travel to other regions around the world, everyone will say, oh, you're from Africa, you're so poor, you're so wretched. But because they don't understand the story. Okay, they don't understand why Africa is the way it is. Africa is not the way it is because Africans are not smart, or because Africans are not intelligent, or because Africans cannot stand up for themselves. It's simply because whenever we try to stand up for ourselves, somebody somewhere from the West, from America, from the Western powers rather, they will come and destabilize us and destabilize these leaders. So how do you expect them to be able to do anything when you keep destabilizing them? It's either you start using your media propaganda against them and calling them bad names. I'll tell you for free, Africans are not blind. We know who are our friends and our enemies. Okay, we don't forget. We probably don't have the nuclear weapon to challenge anybody right now, because the world only understands nuclear powers. When you have nuclear power, oh yeah, you're smart, they'll respect you. Just like North Korea, just like Russia, just like China, just like Pakistan, because they have nuclear powers. So because when you don't have nuclear power and these people have bigger guns and bigger bombs to come and destroy you, they'll definitely do it. Okay, so please, you know, I want to use this medium to say congratulations to Ibrahim Traoré for the good work he is doing for his people in Africa. And I hope that you continue doing this good work and other African leaders can emulate and copy from you. We need a dictator that does the right thing. You can call the guy in North Korea a dictator, but look at what he's doing. He's doing remarkable things for North Koreans. Absolutely. So whenever Western powers want to use the word dictator, they should look thoroughly through it and know what is this dictator really doing. You know, lately I was watching the news how Russia have sent so many troops to the region to protect Ibrahim Traoré and his cause. Congratulations and thank you, Russia. Africans love you, Russia. Africans love you, China. Africans love you, North Korea. Africans love you, Iran. Because these are the countries that are standing up for us. The West have exploited us and left us empty, and are still doing that using the puppets they put in place in power right now. I mean, it drives me insane if at this age in time, as a Pan-African, I cannot recognize the differences between an oppressor and someone who is coming to help me. Then why am I educated? Okay, why did I go to all these schools and all of that? Why? If I cannot detect who is my true friend and who isn't. So history cannot unwrite itself. History is already there, and you can see that the West, you know, they put themselves as the good guys, as the best people, but they don't really have African interest. They are only concerned about their personal interest. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope that every leader in Africa can emulate what Ibrahim Traoré is doing. Okay, Ibrahim Traoré, I want to say kudos to you, and I hope you keep doing the good work. Don't change, because sometimes some of these leaders, they start up very nicely, they stand up very well, you know, and suddenly you see them, they change. They become monsters. Don't change. Keep up the good work that you're doing for Africa. Keep up the good work that you're doing, because Africa needs this kind of people. And I hope that one day, as a Pan-African, I will see Africa through her real, genuine liberation. Thank you very much for watching this video. Follow for more and share this video if you are in support of Ibrahim Traoré. Until next time, follow for more. Bye-bye.
We love OKTV.